and see how much, see how many we get. But back to your point there about some everybody being creative. I mean, I don't have the research to back it up, just observational data. But I would say that every single person is creative without doubt.
Potentially.
Because I think about a story about my mattress manufacturing friends in Mexico, and what we did was created an innovation system. Now that's the key, it's system. So you have creative and innovative people, but you also have the finance people who you don't actually want to be creative because they get locked up otherwise.
I'm all in favour of creative accounting as long as it's to my benefit, Derek. That's fine.
Indeed. So you have a creative system and all these people play their part. And I was running some creative workshops, and a guy who was into IT and worked for the finance director came up to me and said, "Oh, I'm awfully sorry. I want to do some of this stuff, but I work in finance." But I sort of explained, you can have ideas. All you have to do is make sure they get to the right place. And as I explained to them all as well, you're all creative. Have you ever been at work and your wife said, "Oh, can you get us a bottle of wine or some vegetables on the way home?" And you've got home. "Where's the wine? Where's the vegetables?" "Oh, sorry, dear, the shops were shut." You've just told a story. That's you being creative.
Unless, of course, it is true that the shops were all shut. You're suggesting that somebody there's making up a story to lie.
Yeah, but let's face it. You probably have to have a very good story to satisfy the curiosity of your wife when you got home. So you create the story to suit your own ends.
Yes. So if you can come up with a story that covers your arse like that, you can certainly come up with an idea that improves the efficiency of your finance team, for example.
And let's make a really, really tenuous link here. And anybody listening might like to try and answer this. What is the really big difference, if any, between that story and a business strategy?
£5 million or a divorce. But the principle, you're absolutely right.
I'm just thinking, because the story is something that's okay. We're just giving the case of somebody and their wife, but every stakeholder can buy into it. They might have a different perspective, but all the stakeholders can buy into it. They can add their own little bits, and they can all have the same story instead of arguing about the strategy or the plan that's created in that document that most of the time keeps the door shut or stops the table wobbling.
Let me take that even further. In some of the workshops I've been doing recently, I've been using Rory's story cubes. Have you come across the story cubes?
No.
So there's people who go, I'm not creative, I'm not creative, I'm not creative. And I give them an exercise. Sorry, I'm just getting the dice out. A set of 9 dice with silly pictures on them. You just roll the dice and you make up a story based upon 9 random icons.
Yeah, I have done something similar with cards, but yeah, that's a great one.
I've never yet come across a bunch of people who were unable to do that. I'm not creative, I'm not creative, I'm not creative. All right, make up a story based upon those dice. Well, once upon a time, I was parachuting from the moon and a dragon came past and it landed in the apple tree. And they are nonsense stories, but they can string together completely random icons. Yeah, they are creative. They are being creative at that point. It's just that they don't think they can be creative.
Yeah, and if you really want to scare yourself, go and do comedy improv.